Hello everyone, today I'm doing a base product declutter, so I'll be decluttering my primers, my foundation, concealers, powders and facial sprays. So keep on watching!
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. So I've organized them from foundations, face powders that are pressed, minis and like samples, I guess, concealers, face primers, loose powders, sprays, and these two are from my everyday drawer. And that's like a pump thing. There was even a hand sanitizer in there. Oh my god. One face. Firstly, I'm going to start off with these two. These are from my everyday drawer. So let's start off with this one first. And I'm keeping this. This is Dermal Lip Balm. I really love this. It's starting to leak a little bit, but really good. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm putting it inside if I'm keeping it. So yeah, okay. There's an eye primer here. This is not the main purpose of this video, but I'm going to be keeping that one too. I'm going to be keeping this Becca Corrector in Undereye Brightening Corrector. It doesn't really have a shade name, but I really like this. And this should have been, yeah, I've got another. There's another eye primer that I have in here, the Soft Ochre Paint Pots by MAC. I'm running out of that one and I really like that one too, so yeah. Also, I've been recently loving this primer by Smashbow. It's a primer and moisturizer in one, but I still sometimes do moisturize as well. But this one here. Also really like this primer. This is the Stila One Step Correct. So I'm going to be keeping this. I really like it. It makes like, it neutralizes my skin tone and yeah, I really like it. I also really like this Tarte, the Silk Canvas. I'll show you how much I've used. This is my second one and I haven't recently been using it, but I wanted to go back into it so I can finish it all off. But I do really like it. Then I have this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Brightner. This is basically similar to that Becca Corrector. I really like this one too, so I'm going to be keeping it as a cheaper alternative. Then I have these concealers in here. Oops. This one here I usually use if I like muck up my eyeliner, I just go underneath it. I really like this by Rimmel, Match Perfection in Porcelain. Yep. Then I've got these four in my everyday rotation. I really like this Revlon Candid concealer in the shade 10. Vanilla. It looks darker like there, but it's actually lighter on the inside. Keeping it. I also really love this Tarte Shape Tape. Oh my god, don't mind that. But this is in the shade Fair. I'm going to be keeping this. If I want to really brighten, I use this. Then I really like this Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer in Light. So I know I'm going to be keeping this too. I'm not getting rid of anything, but like this is my everyday stuff, so I really like them. Then I also like this Jouer in Creme. So I'm going to be keeping that too. So this is the only sunscreen I have. It's tinted. I want to get the non-tinted version of this because it could look a bit orange if I don't put anything on top of it. But I do like it. It's SPF 50+. Then I have this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This is a newer foundation that I have in my collection. I do like it. It's in the shade Vanilla, but I don't use it as much for some reason. But I am going to be keeping it. I'm not going to put it in my everyday basket, but I'm keeping. Oh my god, now we have this. I've got this Nude by Nature Mineral Finishing Veil, and I have the Natural Mineral Cover for fair skin tones. It says you apply it onto the skin, like it looks light, but then it darkens a little bit. So I'm going to be getting rid of this, and I'm going to be getting rid of the veil as well. I do like the veil. Look, you can see that I've tried it and I've used it, but not as much as other ones that I have in my collection. So to get rid of, then I have this Fit Cover powder in Power. This is basically similar to the Nude by Nature one, but I really like it. I saw Shanexo using it and she convinced me to buy it. I've only tried it once, but I really did like it, so I want to keep it to try it more. That's the highlighter. I'm just going to be keeping that one too. I've already done the declutter of my highlighters, so you know I kept that one. I have these MAC powders. I'm going to be keeping them. This one here is the Mineralized Skin Finish in Light, and this is the MAC Studio Fix in NC15. I really like it. Keeping, and I'm keeping this. I'll show you the inside. So keep. I'll put them back in there. Then I have this Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I really like it. You can see how much I've used up of it. Like from here. Keeping the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. So keep. And this is a bronzer, so I'm going to be keeping this one too. The Contour and Bronzer Cream from Huda Beauty in Fair. I'm going to do these minis. These are what I'm getting rid of. I know for sure I'm going to be keeping these two. I really like the Becca primers. This is my favorite one. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And this is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. Keep. I don't mind this one. This is a Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. I can get rid of it. There's still some in there, but there we go. Then I have the MAC Strobe Cream. These are minis. I'll keep two and I'll get rid of the two. So keep. Then I have the Natural Radiance Base. I'll keep one and I'll get rid of one. Then I have these Makeup Forever primers. I'm going to be keeping this pore one, the smoothing base, and I can get rid of the hydrating one because I've got a few other hydrating stuff already. I'm going to be keeping this mini by Tactha. And this is a Smashbow Primerizer. This is the normal one. I can give that away too. This one here can go into the bin. This was a tester of NC10. It was too light for me, but I was using it with anything that was like very dark. So that's bin. Then I have this It Cosmetics Bye Pores powder. Oh my god, I know it looks disgusting, but yeah, it's hard to clean. And I really do like this one too. I'm going to be keeping it so I can use the rest of it up. There's not much in there. I haven't used it recently, but I do like it. Then I have this CoverGirl powder. I haven't used it much, but I can get rid of it because I don't use it as much. The Advanced Radiance in 110. Oh, also, I'm going to be keeping this one too. This is the Fenty Beauty Universal. It's the Invisimatte Blotting Powder in Universal by Fenty Beauty. Okay. So now we can move to this side. Oh, I know I'm going to be keeping this. This is the Hourglass Veil Primer. It's like a smoothing primer. I do like it, but I don't use a lot of smoothing primers, so I can have a mini I know my hand looks very pale at the moment, but it's because it's winter and look at me. Okay, so I've got these ones here. I'm going to show you. This is one of my favorite foundations. This is a Nude Sticks tinted cover. It's in the shade Nude 2.5. I really like it. This one's almost done. There's probably like a little bit in there, but I'm going to keep it because I love it. Now I'm going to be getting rid of the Makeup Forever Water Blend in Y305 because it's too dark and I don't use it and I only have one face, so let me get rid of some foundations. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation in Y215. I'm going to get rid of it, but I know I'm going to be keeping this stick foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD in R230. I'll be keeping this one here. This is the Marc Jacobs Dew Drops. It's like a highlighting base that I use. I really like it. It shines through your foundation, this one. Very intense. Also now I'm going to be keeping these here. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC15 and I'm going to be keeping NC10. As I said before, I had that sample size which was NC10 that I mix in with foundations that are too dark or sometimes I'm actually this pale. So keep. That's the shade difference. NC15 and NC10. Slightest bit. I think you can see it's a bit darker. Okay. I also know I'm going to be getting rid of this Huda Beauty Creme Brulee in 150. It's too high coverage for me. My sister-in-law gave this to me because she found it too light for her skin tone. It matches my skin. I know it looks very orange there, but it matches my skin. However, it's just too much coverage. So that's going to be going there. I'm going to be keeping this Cojon d'Eau Aqua foundation in 113. I really like this foundation. It's a medium coverage foundation. And the shade also is very nice for me. That's in comparison with them. But like you can't judge it by the bottle because it looks different. It looks similar to this one, but that's a bit darker. Anyway. Then I've got these two Hourglass foundations. One is in blank and one is in bisque. I'll show you the colors. This one here in bisque suits me, but this one here is way too light. This one here. That's blank and that's bisque. And I'm going to get rid of them because I don't use them enough to keep them. I can't believe this. They're both going. If I'm not using it, then there's no point. And I've got these here. I also know I'm going to be keeping this one. This is the MAC Matchmaker. Oh my god. Matchmaster in the shade. Was it N1? No. 1.0 or 1. So I'm keeping this. I really like this foundation. Okay. I am going to get rid of this Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It was okay. The color was okay for me too, but don't use it as much. No point keeping. So I'm going to be getting rid of. Oh my god, I remember I used to love this. I haven't used it in ages. I'm going to be keeping it because I used to love it. I want to try it again. So keep. This one is in Swan as well. By the way, it's like a concealer. This is a Giorgio Armani one in the shade 3. I'm going to be keeping it. You can use it on like pimples or little spots that you have on your face to just cover them up. Keeping. Why do I feel like it's getting so hard? Okay. I'm going to be getting rid of this.
I'm actually not getting rid of this.
Pro Longwear foundation in NC15. Oh my god, it looks so dark in the tube. Okay, I'm going to be keeping this one too. This is the MAC Pro Longwear in NC15. So keep. I know it's very dirty. I might clean it up after, but it's hard to clean these type of like bottles. It's like a Nars texture. Keep. Then I know I'm going to be keeping this one too. This is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. I really like this. This is light to medium coverage. This is in the shade Porcelain. I like it, so I'm going to be keeping. It has, I'll show you. It has a dropper. I don't want to lift it up right now because I'm holding the camera at the same time. But keeping it, I like it. The Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation in NW18. I really like this as well. This was in my top 5 foundations a year or 2 ago. I still really like it. Okay. I'm going to be keeping this. This was also in that video as well. With my top 5 foundations, I really like it. This is actually like my color. This is too... Sometimes it could be a little too light in the summer, but I can just use bronzer to bronze it up, but I really like it. 2 or 3 is my color. This one by MAC, I can't get rid of anything MAC, but I really love everything. This is in N1. This is a light coverage, but I really like it. I'm going to keep. Also, now I'm going to be keeping these two by Lancome. I really like these foundations as well. This is Tinted Ultra Wear. This is Tint Miracle. This is like more luminous, and this one is more matte. But I really like both of them. I'm going to keep them. I think this one's bottle is now changed, but that's what my one looks like. It's in 010. And I think this is the same one. Yep. And I'm going to be keeping this. This is NC15 by MAC. How many MAC foundations can I have? A new foundation that I bought, I'm going to be keeping. I haven't tried it so much, so I'm going to keep it to try it more. This is in L20, I think. Okay. And also I'm going to be keeping this one too. This is the It Cosmetics CC Cream in Fair. Okay. I'm going to be getting rid of this Dior foundation because it could look a bit too orange on me, even though it's in the shade 1N. I don't know, I feel like it's not neutral at all. Look, compared to everything. That does look dark, but it's different, but look. Okay. Getting rid of you too. I'm going to be keeping this one by L'Oreal. I really like it as a drugstore alternative. I think that's my only drugstore foundation. But yeah, keeping, and I'm going to be keeping the Fenty Beauty as well. In... This could be a bit too light for me, but I do like it. 120, I think maybe on 150. And this is in Ivory. Okay, now I'm going to be doing the primers, and then I'll do concealers next. So, I know I'm keeping this one. This is the Becca one in the bigger tube in the backlight priming filter. I'm also going to be keeping this. I don't have much in here, so I'm going to be using it up. I really like it. I might put it in my everyday so I can use it more. Oh, I also really like this oil by Smashbox. This is the primer oil. I'm going to be keeping it. Photo Finish Primer Oil. I'm also going to be keeping this one by Fenty. I might put this in my everyday to use as well. This was in my, what was it called again? Project Pan. I know I haven't done any update, but not much in there. I'll try to use that one too. And I know I'm going to be keeping this one. This is the bigger one of First Light Priming Filter. I know I'm keeping a lot, but I do work full time, so I can use them, I guess, even though I only have one face and I don't know when I'll finish them. Anyway, I might do another declutter soon after I try these again. Now let's do concealers. I'm keeping these. These are not even opened as backup. In light and light neutral. Okay, now I'm doing these concealers. I'm going to be keeping this. This is just a pump. I use it for my MAC bottles. I'm going to be keeping this one. I'm going to be keeping this one too. This is the Nars concealer in vanilla. I really like it. I'm going to be getting rid of the Kat 1D one. I don't use it as much. I'm going to be keeping the MAC one. I'm going to be keeping the Bobbi Brown one. It's more of like a sheer brightening concealer. I do like it. I use it on top of a concealer. By the way, the MAC one, if you didn't know, it's my favorite concealer. One of my favorite, let's just say. I'm keeping the Tarte one too. This is in light beige. And I'm keeping the Too Faced, the L'Oreal. These are high coverage concealers. I also like the Naked Skin as well. I'm going to be keeping it. I do use concealer a lot. And the Tarte Maracuja. This is like an older concealer, so I just want to finish it up. And no one else really wants to declutter this one. I have so many concealers and I know I use this one the least. And I also don't use the Naked Skin one a lot too, so I'm going to be getting rid of them. Bye-bye. Okay, so now powders. I'm keeping the MAC Patrick Star powder, and I'm keeping this the Guerlain powder into clear. I'm going to keep it because I paid so much money for it. This Laura Mercier one, there's not much in there. I just need to get rid of the sifter. Oh my god, it looks so dirty there. Don't worry, I'm going to vacuum after this. I have like Evie hair on the floor as well. If you didn't know, Evie is my cat. So anyway, I'm keeping this one because it's finished, but I just needed to open the sifter, so keep. I'm not going to be keeping the MAC one or the Cinema Secrets one. They're like white translucent ones, but I have others that I like better. Keeping this Laura Mercier one. There's more in this one, but yeah, I'm trying to use the two that I have already open. Like that's open too, but they're already like finishing. So yeah, there's one here, one here, one there, and there. Oh my god, this is the MAC powder in extra light. Oh my gosh, it's getting everywhere. This is basically like the MAC Studio Fix powder, but it's powder, like loose powder form. I'm gonna get rid of that because I have the Studio Fix and it's a bit dirty to use. I'm also going to be keeping the Fenty one. I haven't used this as much. This is the Pro Filter in Lavender. Okay, now I have these sprays here. The majority of it is like empty. I'm going to keep this so I can use it up. There's not much in there. I'm getting rid of this one even though there's not much in there. You have to shake it up and use it. I don't mind it, but not my favorite. Then I know I'm also going to be getting rid of this Selfie Protect by Australis. It's okay, but I just feel like sometimes it can leave a lot of shimmer specks on my face. So here, I know I'm going to be keeping this one here. This is the Fix Plus in Pink Light. You need to shake it up so it can like become shimmery. I do like this one. I prefer it over this one that had a bit of shimmers. Keep. This one here is like a travel size that I keep because sometimes when you have these ones here, you know the part that goes inside, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. So I like pouring it into like a small one like this and using it. So I'm keeping this one too. This is the makeup priming spray. And there's not much in here, but this is the makeup finishing spray by Skindinavia. And this is a backup of my Morphe spray. I've got a few other Morphe sprays on top of my desk. This is like a skincare product. It's an antioxidant hydrating mist by the jojoba company. I don't mind it. I like using it. Sometimes I just spray it. I might put it on my desk so I can use it more, but I like. And that's the end of this declutter. It's so messy down there. Yeah, so I'm keeping way too many stuff, I know, but I'm getting rid of that much, which is quite a lot too. I'm not going to be counting this time because clearly way too much keeping and not much getting rid of, but yeah, still okay. First round declutter. Hopefully I'll do another one so I can get rid of other stuff that are here, because we all know I don't need this many. And you can't really compare because I've got a lot of primers and stuff here too. Didn't get rid of too many primers because I do use a lot of primers. But yeah, okay. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want more videos from me, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.